We're live in three, two, one.
Among
Hello,
Us.
everyone, and welcome to our first podcast live stream. My name is Chase, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts here, Dread and
Oh,
Freddy. How's it going, guys?
I'm fine.
I'm dead inside.
Yeah, like that guy.
So this is surely stupid, where we just discuss whatever comes up to our minds, and we just we just go with the flow and all that. Uh, so without further ado, let's just get right on. Oh wait, actually, before we do it, you guys wanna make some small talk? I guess like, what's going on with you guys recently?
We sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my god.
Okay. How are you doing, Lolly? I mean, Dread.
Bruh, I don't care which one you call me.
I think Twitch cares about the way you.
Okay, yeah, Twitch is sus. So
Okay.
okay.
How are you doing, Dread?
I'm chill. I'm existing, but slightly worse.
Anything going on recently?
It's holidays now, so I don't need to think about school.
Hmm.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, well,
How was your last D&D session?
It didn't happen because we had to skip that week. But before that was pretty funny. I got chased by the police officers because bad.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, what about you, Freddy? Anything extraordinary happening recently?
Or
Extraordinary? No, it's been a cycle of sleeping, waking up, doing nothing, and then going back to school, and then it's torture, man.
more often. I'm sad.
It sounded like you guys were foreshadowing today's topic, which is
No.
talking about our school, like talk about school in general, our lives in schools, and just what's going on with the schools.
You sound like a TED Talk person trying to talk about schools. Now, next up on our agenda, we actually have a pretty controversial topic.
Aerobic capacity.
So this is a topic I was like, this is the first one I was thinking of because like I've done tons of stupid shit at school, even though like I am not perfect, admittedly, but that's what leads me to many dumb shenanigans back there. So I will explain. I will tell my story about just what happened with me and in middle school, I guess. So like, I mean, I'm not sure if you count it as middle school when you're like, you go to high school and like, when after I turned 12, and then next year I have to move to high school and all that.
Something like that, but we call it something different here. We call it primary school and then high school.
There's no
In there.
there's no the middle.
Yeah, we don't have middle school and high school. We have primary school and secondary.
So like 12-year-olds, like until 12 you're in primary.
It's
yeah
something
and then
like that.
and 13 and up you go to high school like that.
High school. Yeah.
Okay, so I have this weird moment where back in primary school, I guess. It was I had this weird moment where after eating the cafeterias, like they sell peanuts in plastic packets. I love those things. And we go do the daily brushing your teeth in the afternoon and all that, or no, in the middle of the school day.
Wait, they make you brush your teeth at school?
Well, that was back then. They stopped
Like
now.
it's a.
But
wait, they don't do that now.
No, back then they did.
That is kind of a bit weird, but
That's
sure.
wacky.
But the weirdest thing is, like, after I did it, I feel unwell, and then like I wanted to go to the back. I tried going to the school school restroom, I began just vomiting just a few times onto the school grounds. Like, oh my god.
What, did they poison your toothpaste or something?
No, I don't know what I ate. I don't know. I know I didn't eat that much, but God, it was the weirdest moment ever that I had experienced.
Yeah, someone
And
spiked the toothpaste.
no, not the toothpaste, but it was probably like it's probably the food I ate, and they tried to confiscate the peanuts out of me.
The peanut.
Confiscate the peanuts out of you.
No,
That is a quotable
the
quote.
pe-
I love
the
that.
peanuts out of my hands. There, the peanuts out of my hands. Like,
They were trying to rip peanuts out of your hands.
dude, they pack it in plastic. They
Some
pack it in plastic
wacky
packets.
fucking school.
And some wacky shit.
So yeah, that was just dumb. And then I do have a few more weird moments back in high school where
Yeah.
so first of all, in those few years apparently I got nominated, I got assigned to be the special areas prefect.
What does that mean?
Do you not know what prefect is?
The
No, I've got a really shitty brain at the second.
so
Prefect is like those students that help out with like the school and stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
god, imagine being one of those people. Oh,
Uh,
god.
being a special prefect for special kids. That's what
Oh,
they're-
because
yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Hoy.
No, it's fine. But yeah, I was assigned to it. It felt cool. It felt nice actually, just to feel like I'm the higher up and all that. But even then,
you're
even if I was a prefect, I was still a dumb.
Fair enough.
Like
the stereotype.
like I'm not like game break. I'm not like school breaking and all that. But still, it was kind of dumb how I acted so weirdly. And even though it's a the special area has special kids with with different needs, there are still bullies over there, and I just cannot tolerate with them. And
Yeah, that's fair enough.
like, dude, even kids with special needs are bullies. Like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, like,
Imagine
know what
being in
they
a
say.
specials need class and still being an idiot.
I mean,
you know what
dude,
they
that's called slow learner people, man.
Oh yeah, but like imagine like going to a special needs class and still being an asshole about it.
I mean,
Get all the attention you want, and then you're still gonna pick fights with people randomly. God, it's
that
sad.
is.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
It's-
I feel like I got a small influence from them, and it's just horrible. But it's all in the past now, and I'm free. I actually graduated 1 year earlier.
yeah?
Because like usually it's like form 1 until form 6, and then I graduate. But they say they say I could just I could just finish at form 5 and all that, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's I could just keep going with all the school with all the things I can
Yeah.
come up with. But
Yeah.
this is a three man podcast, and I wanted to hear from one of you guys too. So yeah, so
Uh.
the and
Do you want to go?
What?
who wants? It's not gonna. So if you're listening to this and thinking this sounds like distractable, well, okay, it does sound like it, but we're not gonna do like a competition and all that, because like it.
Hi, I'm the clone of Bob. I'm going to say funny stuff every now and then.
The hell is
I
ball?
I mean, I was thinking of like doing points and all that, but they didn't agree to it, so we might as well just go with the flow. But I am
There's
still
a reason it's the first episode.
I
I'm
am
gonna be
still
honest. I'm still stuck on the whole toothpaste is a forced thing. I'm still on.
Damn it.
Would you imagine being
Motherfucker, don't
suspended for not brushing your teeth properly in the middle of the day? That would fucking suck.
God damn it. Okay, so
It was your fault for bringing up this topic about toothpaste.
okay,
Your teacher walking over to you, fucking like
but-
forcing your mouth open, going like, yellow, you're
No,
gone.
You have lost your rights. Stand down.
You, such a.
Toothpaste rights, man. Where did the times go?
We spoke the toothpaste.
okay, so
You have lost your
Um,
toothpaste permission.
okay. Before we go, okay, so have you guys have stories? I assume. Do you guys have? Do you guys have?
I have stories, but I don't know if they're funny or not.
Well, if you
Most of mine are
wanna,
actually just pretty fucking sad.
if you do you want to title them? Make it try to make me think which
You're
one
right.
is convincing. Like, it might make me decide who should go first.
Dread's horrible, no good, very bad first love.
Oh man.
Oh no.
That
Oh,
school
you know,
was
that-
not good.
you know, I hate to admit it, but I did fall in
It's
love
not
with.
wrong.
I did fall in.
Yeah.
I did. I was mutual with someone back in high school. Actually, I didn't explain it because like I wasn't sure if I should, but
Yes, mutual with someone.
You guys had lovers?
it was weird, but even
I'll be honest.
I realized it's also kind of stupid because
Yeah,
you should focus on studying or make friends, not make love and all that.
no, that's right. The main reason for me is just that straight up, it did not go well, and when it ended,
Okay.
yeah, no, I straight up just didn't get back into it for another fucking several years.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Freddie? What's your title for your stories?
Tough love.
Tough love.
Really?
It's always
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry. There's just a gig of song titles. I do not have any stories involving love because I've never felt it.
so what is it?
I feel cheated.
Freddy's Freddy's story bites or something like that.
What the fuck?
My
Okay, what's your actual title?
I have a title.
I mean, Lolly did make a title for his.
Yeah, I bullshitted one off the fucking bat because movies.
I mean, try to convince me if you want to go. Like, convince me if you want me to let you
Yeah.
go first. And all that.
Nah, I can go.
Ready?
Yes,
I want
thank
to
you.
fucking
Alright,
go.
Thank
sure,
you.
Lolly,
I
go.
won't have to.
All right, so you yield your time to Lolly. I mean,
Shit, I want to go into that.
All right, go ahead then.
It's public enough information. Okay. So, what the fuck? Shit, how long was this? I think third grade. So that was a solid 8 years ago now. Really?
The
Fuck.
fact that you,
I feel
the
old.
fact that you use term. Wait. The fact
What?
that you use terms like third grade, I'm Asian, right? So you're confusing me.
Oh, what's
It
yours
was
like?
my third year of school.
Okay, yeah, there we.
Primary year or high school year?
It was my third year of school. Period.
Oh,
Primary.
So first year.
okay. Oh,
Yeah, back in my third grade, which is the third year worth of me doing school, what was it? I had moved into a new school after leaving my previous school because we had a lot of issues with our neighbors because they definitely wanted to bash us.
Why?
Yeah, that's Australia. I somehow got into a friend group of literally just girls. And
Must have been the hairstyle.
yeah, no, there was just at least like 5 or 6 girls, and there was this one guy who is my current best friend. And we vibed for a very long time. And then I accidentally had a crush on one of them. And it was
Oh.
the wackiest thing ever. And
Oh.
then I kind of just sat there because for some reason this girl was really, really stupid and managed to lose nearly their entire friend group across the 3 months. I don't know how they pulled it off, but they just destroyed all their friendships so fucking quickly.
wow.
fucking
Ouch.
like looking at it now, it's comedic, but fucking back then it was actually kind of sad. Anyway,
You
I did the
that
cringy stuck with her thing despite all the bullcrap going on around her.
that is
And
like the equivalent of that's rough, buddy.
Yeah. And then, so
Definitely.
here's so a piece of information I only learnt about a year ago is that among all the girls in that group, 2 of them actually had a crush on me. One of them being the person I had a crush on, and the other just being some person.
The other one going.
It was
Uh,
just like another friend who I managed to keep for a few years, but now I haven't seen them in a year.
Dude.
Still, yeah, funny.
so how did it happen? Like, if you want to tell if you want to tell us about the 2, you might as well give them fake names, or if you remember their real names and all that.
Oh yeah, my name's Derd, and her name can be
Dirt and turd.
How about the girl you had a crush on that has a crush on you should be called Bella or something like that.
Bella.
Oh, when you say Bella, I think of the female bear.
Which actually would kind of suit us. Yeah, Bella. Anyway,
Bella. I said Bella. Bella.
yeah, Bella Delphi.
Yeah, that's the name.
That's how you say it.
Okay, so what happened? What? Okay, so continue.
So at some point along the way, when at this point, literally everyone, the only people left in her friend group was me, my mate, and that one other girl who has a crush on me, and one other person who's kind of an asshole, and I haven't seen them in forever. Still, they existed. They were just some bitch. Eventually, she actually asked me out first, and that fucking caught me off guard. I fucking practically shat myself on the spot. I was not expecting it in the slightest. That I admitted to mine, and then we ended up together for about 8 months.
Wait, in the 3rd grade?
Yeah, in 3rd grade.
Wait, that's like.
Yeah.
How old?
I'm pretty good at relationships.
Wait, how long
I
was
have
your
to clarify. How old?
how long was
We
your
were-
relationship?
We were both like fucking kids at that point. We were just fucking being idiots.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
Childhood crush.
right?
Childhood crush?
Some bullshit. Come on.
So it's like a childhood crush.
Yeah, we were both childhood
no.
crushing on each other.
Say already DLC.
And then she made me watch My Little Pony. That was a very strange
Aw.
story that I don't want to go into. All I can say is that I was annoyed at one point, and I've regretted it ever since.
Oh, welcome to.
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm not
what
one. Yeah, I know. I'm not one anymore though, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So we were together for a very long time, surprisingly enough, because honestly, I don't know how I held up that relationship. And then eventually it broke up because of school and all that. Somehow the school found out that we were together. I don't know fucking how.
Oh
The
yeah.
school cat?
Oh yeah, that happened.
School kid?
That happened with me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the
did
school?
shit for some reason.
That
They
is
told us to break up. And then we didn't break up for a while, anyway.
Oh, but
But then eventually she broke up with me anyway because she wasn't willing to do an actual commitment until high school or some
Aw.
bull crap.
I mean, okay.
yeah, that's
least-
understandable.
At least she. At
Yeah,
least. At
it's
least.
understandable until she fucking lied.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Did she did say at least she did say it outright, right? Instead of ghosting you.
Oh yeah, no, instead she friend zoned me and then dated someone else. It was
Oh.
pretty cool.
Oh.
So basically,
Man. I did say it's not a competition, but man.
Then she decided when she broke up with that boyfriend, once we did hit high school, and I got to meet up with my childhood friend that I'd known since I literally first started school in my oldest school, she decided to have a crush on that guy.
guy.
Wait.
And
Guy?
Yeah, my childhood friend was a guy.
So
No, I meant like no. You said guy instead of girl.
Oh, no. Okay, what I mean is that once we did hit high school and she broke up with her boyfriend that she got after me, I got to meet up with my childhood friend because he decided to go to the same high school as me. because we hadn't seen each other since I left that first school. And then she met him, and she immediately got a crush on him. And
Oh,
I'm just saying here,
that
like,
is the
wow.
that is the equivalent of a day.
that's
So,
Ow.
is that
I got a little mad.
is that karma?
Karma for what?
Karma for what?
Oh,
I was a supportive boyfriend and I got fucked over twice.
man, that's sad.
And I'm not even over yet. Anyway, they didn't get together, thank fuck, because it turns out my childhood friend already had a girl. Thank fuck.
Oh, so they were just being
Yeah.
so they were just being friends and all that.
Yeah,
Thank
but
goodness.
she definitely wanted him. Anyway, I got a little pissed off by that fact, and we had a bit of a argument over Facebook, and
Facebook.
like this was like this was before Discord actually even came out. So like, yeah. I think that was before Discord came out.
You guys are lives before
Or
this.
it was the year Discord came out. It was something. Anyway, we argued. I apparently made her cry, but that was according to her friends, so fuck if I'd know. Because, yeah, I actually argued with both her and her, like, 2 or 3 friends. And I won the
Yeah.
argument. As far as I care, I won the argument. Because she was in tears and I wasn't, so easy.
That. Well, it's just a way to show dominance.
Then... Actually, what the fuck happened next? It's fucking creeping back into my fucking past. I gotta remember it all correctly. After that, she lost even more friends, and at that point, the only people she had left in the high school was this one person who wasn't real, who like didn't like her that much, but was still her friend, and her sister, and that was it. And still me, because even after that argument, she kind of still stuck to me for some reason. Weird.
They.
Yeah. But there was one small issue for everything after we broke up, which was that I was definitely clingy in the sense that when she said that when high school came around we'd be together again, I held on to that. And I held on to that fucking through, what was it? Yeah, 4 years worth of sitting on that idea. 3 or 4 years. And then, she fucking got into the other guy. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And that sent me down into a very depressing. I'd say that was probably like the beginning of my actual like sad bull crap, which eventually became depression because of other reasons. Anyway, so after that big argument thing, and she stuck around for some reason, I ended up moving high schools again to a smaller one, which had like less than 40 people inside the whole school, including teachers, because I needed a special school because that high school was garbage. And after leaving, my mate told me that she had gone fucking, what was it? Apparently she didn't identify as any sexuality after I left. She literally just... So, I don't know.
What?
Identify
Exactly,
sexuality, so like she.
So what's the sexuality where you don't identify as a boy or a girl? I don't remember what that's called.
Non-binary.
Yeah, she went non-binary after I left.
That's weird. That's interesting.
And she's been a moaning mess who has a massive who like simps for every hot teenage boy in fucking animes now. And that's all I know about it. I don't fucking like I basically avoided contact with her ever since, but
I was
yeah,
gonna.
she kind of just like fell apart after I left.
I was gonna ask if you were still in contact with her and all that.
I kind of am. I can contact her whenever the fuck I want, but I have no interest in doing so.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, that is my terrible, horrible, no good, very bad love story. And the reason I didn't get into, I have not been trying to get into relationships for a very long time. Minus you for Europe.
That is a very
it's a sad story.
very very touching, and sound. There's a lot of there's a lot of
Suspense. I want to be turned into a fucking movie. Come on, man.
your story has that.
What?
Your story has that flair to it. Like I was so curious on what happens and all that, and then wow, that really happened. Jesus.
Yeah, there's a good chunk of my school life when it comes to my social
Man,
bullcrap.
I know this is not a competition like Distractable, but God, if I could assign points to how good your story is, I would. But
Oh.
um,
I
That was
So-
my somewhat interesting story.
yeah, it's pretty good. So have you decided on a title for your stories yet, already?
have a story.
Do you?
I mean,
do you have a story? I don't know.
Freddy, you still
Okay.
go to school.
Okay. I mean, I do, yeah, but like, it's just not interesting.
You're
I-
too pure for school, huh?
Not that. I mean, like, okay. I don't know if I'm going. Okay, you know what? Okay, all right. I've decided on one. This might be okay. Am I really gonna do this? Yeah, okay.
What's
So
the
it's
title?
called The Toilet Masturbate.
Okay.
Oh,
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. If you're wondering, no.
Okay, I want to know. Don't tell me if it's yours or someone else. I want to know where. I just want to know where this story comes from. So,
Okay, so
Just go ahead. Go ahead. You can let me know
Okay, so-
if it's you or someone else.
it wasn't.
Oh no!
Stop assuming it's me. Stop assuming it's me because I'm telling the story. Okay.
Okay. On toilets at school.
Oh my God.
Okay. Okay.
Oh
Go ahead.
my God.
Go ahead.
Okay, so all right, so basically the story starts when I'm not even gonna say what grade I am in because I'm not sure. Somewhere when I was like 13 when I first entered the school for the first time.
Sounds like fun.
Well,
Eight.
yeah, I guess that, but like,
You'll be 8.
okay. So basically, I was just doing my thing, just like going to the
Yeah.
bathroom and all, and then suddenly out of nowhere, I just hear the loudest clapping noise I have ever heard in my life, and I didn't want to look over my shoulder to see who because you could see the legs. You could see the legs under the stall, but I didn't want to look at it and see who. I just stood silent for the entire time I was in that bathroom. I was like, okay, I have to pee for like a really long time. Let's see how far he takes this. 10 minutes in, and I still hear that noise, and I'm like, okay. I think
Are you sure he's not taking a bad just taking a bad
I'm seriously.
It's just
All
hearing
right,
the
okay. I just hear the constant. Okay, and then I just try to get. I'm like, okay, let me wash my hands. Let me get out of here, and I never want to talk of this. I never want to speak of this ever again. So I just wash my hands, and then I walk back to class. And then the funny thing is, literally 3 hours later, I was suffering from diarrhea,
Oh, no.
and then I was okay. I need to go to the toilet. And then I go back to the toilet.
You're kidding.
The guy's still there.
Okay, so basically, our school has like 3 stalls: the wheelchair stall, the
Yeah.
the standing urinal, and the classic sit down toilet. So
Yeah.
basically, the one I always go to, which is the sit down toilet, it is locked, and then yeah, he's there. And then I'm just there like, my guy, can you? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go use the wheelchair toilet because I cannot shit while standing up. It is horrible. So I go to the wheelchair toilet, I lock myself in, and then I stay in. It was after school, so basically I was just gonna stay there for a while because it was very bad diarrhea. It was horrendously bad. Like
Yeah.
think like if you like it was so bad that if you look inside the toilet bowl you would see skinning of poop. Like it wasn't even like those large chunks.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the skin. It's like the small tiny skin. That's like how
Yeah, I
bad
know
it
what you
was.
mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then I just sat there and I had earphones.
Yeah.
But even then, after listening to music, I could still hear it through my earphones. And then at this point, I'm like, okay, how long does a man have to do that to get off? And when is he going to leave? And I'm just there. I'm just there. I'm just trying not to focus on it. And I'm just like playing, I don't know, Clash Royale on the toilet. And then finally, I hear him stop. And then I'm like, should I really go outside and confront this guy? Because
Oh,
and then I was like,
yes.
and I was like, no.
You don't.
How
Oh,
do you say that? Okay, listen. You go out to a guy and say, "Hey, I've been listening to you masturbate for over 30 minutes. Can you like not?"
Actually,
And then I just decided, and then at that point, I just decided I've had enough. I've had enough. I waited for him to leave, and I could tell he left because the lights in the bathroom shut off after a while. And then he just left. Like those people in the toilets, they can't activate the bathroom lights. So after a while, it went dark, and I was like, okay, I think I can leave now. And then I went outside, and then I went to sleep mentally scarred.
wait. I just want to know.
Yeah.
The guy that was in the toilet was masturbating. How have you ever assumed how old they are?
Why do you?
I mean, I was like Sec 1, and the bathrooms that I was using, they were only used by, I think, Sec 1 or Sec 2, so 13 or 14 maybe.
So
I don't know.
so like janitors cannot use it.
Sometimes why would it be if it was a janitor, they would have a different shoe color.
Oh,
Plus, the janitor's room is like behind the toilet, so I don't think you could do that.
oh man, but still, that was what the
I'm
hell?
not done. I am not done.
Oh, you're not done.
I'm not done. Okay. Alright. The very next day, I am attending CCA, which is like after school activities. I was like, I went to the bathroom to wash my instrument. I was like,
Oh, good choice.
I was trying to wash my instrument, and then basically after I'm done, I get ready to leave. I get ready to go back. And then I see this random I don't know how old he is. I just see this random boy go into the toilet, and I'm like, okay. He's just going to the toilet. I didn't think anything of it because it was a guy going to the toilet, right? You wouldn't think much.
Yeah.
But then when I returned 30 minutes later,
He's still there.
I just heard it again, and then at that point, I've decided, okay, he's been doing this for 3+ days. How has nobody seen him? And then I just decided to ask like my friend in the CCA, and then basically he said, "Oh yeah, I have also heard him." And then I said, "You aren't doing anything about it?" And I said, "I don't want to get him in trouble. It would be very awkward." And then we just both shook on it, and we would never speak of this to any like teacher or like parental figure. Like we would never mention it, and we just hope that every time we went in the bathroom, he wouldn't be there.
Was
The
he
next
over there?
The next day, we all sit in the hall. We're waiting for announcement, and then basically, the discipline master goes on stage, and he's like, "So recently."
No.
I cannot remember the exact words, but it was to the equivalent of, so someone has been doing very discreet activities in one of the bathrooms.
I'm just
If anyone would like to give us a clue as to who this guy is, that would be appreciated.
I
We do not tolerate this in our school.
I just want to know real quick. Were they talking in a different language or English?
They were English,
Oh, okay.
because our school is like a mixture of people.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And the
But-
discipline teacher found out what is going on.
no, and then basically I won't say who, but let's just say a certain someone just tipped him off on the correct bathroom location. And then the funny thing was, guess who happened to be in the bathroom the same time as him?
Oh no.
It wasn't me.
Oh.
Yeah, no one was in the bathroom. He just sort of got tipped off that it's the level 3 bathroom. And then
Yeah.
basically what he did was sit in a stall next to the bathroom. So he sat in the wheelchair stall. Apparently, is what I've heard. He sat in the wheelchair stall. And then basically he waited for the boy to come in, start doing his thing, and then just knock on the door and go, "Excuse me, can you stop doing that and come out?" And from what I heard, I think the boy has been suspended.
Ah. You know, the fact they were doing their moments during education is very they could,
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Oh,
I'm just curious. In your current, like in the time you found this out, was there sex ed in that time, Freddy?
We were Sec 1, so yeah, probably.
There was
It's not like they teach you how to have sex. It's more like what you should do around girls and what girls should do around boys, stuff like that. But
yeah, obviously.
they describe sex, but they don't excruciatingly describe it. So
when I kind of thought like when you talk about sex ed, they talk about like what happens and all that, like you like something about an infection and all, or something like that. I don't know.
oh, STD,
Oh yeah.
like sexually transmitted diseases,
Oh yeah, stuff like that.
like
Was it-
AIDS.
Oh yeah, wasn't that the point of sex ed?
No, it was more like. Okay, I don't know if you've heard of this, but have you ever seen that one episode of Crime Watch where they go, "You're nothing but a prostitute"?
You know, speaking of which, we don't have sex ed in here.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, it's fair. Maybe it's taboo or something. Okay, so
I mean, to be fair, who would want to learn that in the special needs class?
and then basically there's an epilogue, and basically the discipline master the next day said that the student has been apprehended. We like to thank everyone for being civil during this time, but the class was not civil. We were just talking about it for like 5 days straight after that, and nobody stopped talking. It's like I tried to
reported
ask.
immediately.
No, they were all talking about it, like gossiping. They were all like speculating on who it could be. And apparently someone thought it was me because I happen to go to the level 3 bathroom a lot. And then
Oh.
I just look at him and I go, "Look, I have
Oh.
severe diarrhea."
It's like a coincidence.
It's just a coincidence. I mean, like, plus I was the one that tipped the discipline master off because I finally had enough. So basically, and yeah, basically now I'm in
Oh my
now
God.
I'm in the last year of school. So basically I'm pretty sure it was an upper sec guy. So I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that guy has left the school at this point.
Oh, thank
And
fuck.
It was literally just me and my other friend that knew about it because everyone else just forgot about it apparently because it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then like at my CCA what was the thing, graduation ceremony where we were like stepping down because it's like exams and you have to go and like get ready. Uh, I just turned to my friend and said, "Hey, remember that one time?"
Yeah.
And then he looked at me and I looked at him and he just yeah
I
yeah
mean,
that
how could anyone not forget that? How could anyone forget that?
how would I forget?
That is fucking.
Honestly, if this were a honestly, if this were a competition, I would as much
Stop,
as much.
No.
I know,
please.
It's the competition, you bugger.
I know, but man, those are
No.
some. I guess if I
He
have,
has a fucking funny ass story. I had deep and depressing with.
I had deep and depressed. I've been having PTSD.
Yeah, fair enough. I
honestly,
mean,
back in okay, I do have this. I just remember this. I was like, should I say this story now? But should I say this story? But I might as well. But
two fresh stories enough
basically,
for me.
so primary school, and high school, they both have like the normal kids area, which is the upstairs, and then at
Yeah.
the and then the downs and then the ground floor or downstairs is for kids with special needs. Back in primary school, they thought it was a good idea to put me upstairs because they think I would do well up there. Turns out I was, turns out I probably delinquent. Like I still study, but like I just did lots of dumb, bad stuff that even
Like what?
punching a girl, punching a boy, until one of his teeth fall out, just calling
So
names and all that.
shit, I didn't know that. What?
I I was such a horrible person.
You. That is the complete opposite of what I. I didn't know you'd punch someone at some point. That is wacky.
I don't know why I was being dumb that time. I guess because I was hyperactive that time. But yeah, it was it was just it made I regret doing all that so much, and I could have done better
Yeah.
when I was in upstairs. But all in all, I just uh after like the final exams and all that, like UPSR, that's what they call. I say I go downstairs, and the rest is history. In high school, some of the teachers, there, the special needs one, they insist I go upstairs, but after what happened, after how many thing, after the things I did back in primary school,
Yeah.
I and the fact that potentially because this is high school, uh,
Yeah.
there's stricter rules, even more difficult, much more difficult subjects,
Yeah.
and the fact there's even more people and more guys and girls. That's so much things I have to think about. God, like no, I rather just stay down here. And, I mean,
Yeah.
if even though I sound good, even though I could do well, I just don't want to experience the same thing happen. Like, I just don't want to make enemies up there. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
rather just I rather just be with like a few bullies. That one I could handle, I guess, and tolerate some of the kids. Well, I wouldn't say kids, but like teens. It's slow learner teens. I'll say that. That they just that still have that still have like baby brains and all that. You know.
Yeah. I just realized we're like nearly polar opposites when it comes to how we grew up. Because when I was growing up, I know I nearly never fought with anybody. minus that fucking old girlfriend shenanigan, but that's like such a small piece that I don't really give a shit. And then when I grew up and I'm at my current point, I'm actually more of a fucking cynical prick nowadays. And you've done the exact opposite. Huh. It's wacky.
Um, do you want to know the time I apparently tried learning Muslim the Islamic class?
Or
I was I mean, I don't want to talk about religious stuff, but I was back then I should only learn the moral, that which moral is to schools. It's the opposite of learning Islam class, you know.
uh-huh.
And for some reason, when I was upstairs, I assume I need to follow the people that goes to the Islam class. Follow them go to the Islam class. Oh my god! And that's one of the embarrassing things. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I never thought about. I regret so many things happen in school, and
Yeah.
if I
I
could,
think we all regret something though. When it comes to the school life, I think everyone has something
dude,
that
I
they wish they
regret,
could have changed.
dude,
That's normal.
I regret being, I regret uh, being, being a boxer back at high upstairs, man.
I regret fucking getting into relationships when I could have focused on my work instead, but you know, we fucked up. And we grew up because of it.
You,
Regardless of what happened, we grew from it, so that's the good thing.
you know what's the funniest part? After I graduated from primary school, it was until next year they decide to finally change the color of the clothes for the special needs kids, because because back then they only wear like
Yeah,
the same amount, like the same colors, like white and all that.
yeah,
So
that's kind of
it's
beautiful.
you can't tell who's normal and who's not normal.
Yeah.
And my god, and I think I heard from my mom that that they were complaining on they should change the color of the clothes. So right now, as of now, they in the primary school they changed the from white to pink for the special needs students, and upstairs, and I mean at high school, the they also experienced the change. They now make us wear green instead, and black pants uh instead of white
That's a bit odd.
instead of white uniform shirt and green pants. So
Yeah.
Mm.
I know in what was it? Yeah, back in my high school that I used to go to, I know we had this really annoying fucking dress code. It was like you have to wear pure black pants.
oh, that's
And,
right. You got
and if it's like navy blue or anything, it's out.
all right.
You know,
One
like,
of you guys,
um,
one of you guys can just wear anything.
yeah, that's yeah. In my new current school, I can wear whatever the fuck because we have so few students that it doesn't matter. But yeah, back then uniforms sucked.
I mean,
So imagine wearing all black in the middle of summer. It fucking
if I'm being
sucks.
honest, if I'm being honest, even if they allow me to wear whatever fits, I can only wear I would back then I would only have home clothes that probably has a few holes and all that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But yeah, it was not it was not it was comfy still, but yeah, it's just I
Yeah.
just I just hate I'm just surprised they decide to implement this change as soon as I graduated. It's like such a coincidence.
Yeah, well, it is. But yeah.
Yeah.
I've always hated uniform. I understand the point of uniform,
To look
but
good.
I don't. No, it's Okay, no, they put up a lot of bullshit excuses. Most of them are security recognizing like students to
Oh yeah,
strangers
yeah.
from the
So
outside.
or like
But you know
so
it's
they know.
bullshit because the teachers don't wear fucking uniforms, so what if just some random adult walks in? We don't have a clue. So
mean-
that's a bullshit reason always.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, they just straight up say fashion, but like uniforms just nearly never look good or feel comfortable. So that's the generally uniforms are kind of garbage as a thing because nobody has a good excuse as to why we wear them. It's just fucking money, I guess. I don't know. It's annoying, but whatever. I think the only time they have a good excuse for wearing uniforms is when you go on excursions, because that at least makes sense. It means that you can recognize your students out from the crowd in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. That's the only point I can actually understand why people wear uniforms. But outside of that, fuck uniforms.
if look, so be careful, guys. If Dread sees you wearing a uniform, run away from him.
Oh yeah, totally.
So anything else you want to say, Freddy, or we
Well, I have one last story.
One last story.
does it have a title?
One,
If not, it's fine.
one last
The classroom masturbator.
Masturbated to like the Terminator.
No.
Judo,
No.
judo.
Oh my god. Okay. So this was the first time I got bullied,
What?
Oh,
and this is how I dealt with it.
Wait.
Oh, yeah?
Could you repeat what you said?
First time I got bullied.
Bullied. Oh.
So basically, it was, I guess, like this was in my previous school, like the first school I went to.
Yeah.
I was halfway through the syllabus.
Yeah.
I think, and then basically, there was this kid in my class. For lack of a better name, I'll call him Joe.
Don't make that.
So-
Jace, don't make that.
Shut up. For lack of a better name, I'll call him Joe.
It's
So
fine, yeah,
basically, what he did was, I wouldn't say the typical bully stuff. It was more verbal. Like, it's not like shoving you in a lot. Well, I guess it. Previously back then, there was this other guy. I don't know why. I can't remember the reason. It was a really long time ago. But I fought with him when I was like 7 years old, and he pushed me into a wall,
Yeah.
and then my head just started bleeding.
Oh.
Oh. The fuck?
Like it hit my forehead pretty hard. So apparently we had to get stitches.
Oh.
I still had the scar on my head, but it's like really, really faded.
That's
But
horrible.
basically,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't that bad. It only hurt for like 3 seconds because my neurons got cut off.
Neuron activated.
But fucking yeah, no, that's damn.
But yeah, so anyways, I got made fun because of that. So it's like, Lama, you have a cut across your head, L, stuff like. I mean, we didn't say L back then. It was more like lose, like the full word, because
Yeah.
internet culture wasn't that prevalent.
Yeah.
So, anyways, one time, he asked me for lunch money, and then I said I ate it all, and then he called me fat, and then he proceeded to kick me in the balls.
Oh.
And then Peter Griffin style go to the floor, and I just start crying in pain. It's okay. I don't think you can imagine it, but it's the equivalent of getting a dodgeball thrown into your penis.
Yeah, no, I've been dick shot before. It's happened to me.
Yeah. So like I tried asking my chill for help, but she was like, I don't know. She wasn't exactly that much of a help. She kind of just reprimanded him, but didn't do anything. I don't know why, but like primary school discipline actions are like much
Non-existent,
more
yeah.
tame
Yeah.
compared to like
Mm.
when you like go up. So
Yeah.
that basically, I had this one time where I think it was recess. I was in
Yeah.
class, and it was just Joe and his like group of bullies because he
Yeah.
has a group of friends.
Yeah.
They were bullying, like they were just shouting stuff at you, like, I'm not like to like kill yourself stuff, but like just I don't know why, but I got like really pissed.
Yeah.
So pissed that I took out my I took out my what was it called? I don't know why I forgot this. I took out my pencil case,
Yeah.
which apparently was half open. I just
Yeah.
walked up to him and I slapped him in the face with my pencil case. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna hit him once and then shout at him so he won't ever mess with me ever again.
Yeah.
And then turns out, since my pencil case was open, my stapler flew out
Oh.
and just hit him in the head hard.
Oh.
I hit him. Okay, like to the equivalent of the Will Smith slap, I hit him
Yeah,
hard with that pencil case, and
Yeah.
then the stapler flew out and somehow managed to staple like a tiny staple into his head.
Oh, that's great.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Oh my
fuck
God.
yeah.
And then I was like,
Fuck him.
what the fuck?
What? That,
And then I just see him start crying in pain, and then he's like trying to like remove the clip, but it's like so deep in his
oh.
head
Oh,
that he cannot pull it out. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me help you. And then my brain was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Let me help you. So I grab my stapler and then I tear the
Oh no, no.
I
Oh.
tear the stapler out from his head. And then I'm like, I was just like, okay, I still need to get the point across. So I just said, don't you ever mess with me again.
Fuck yeah.
And then for like some reason, I did not get suspended.
Fuck yeah. Oh, okay, best story. Yeah.
That's
It was like apparently the teacher said it's probably an accident or something. I mean, he was bullying him. And so I was like, so just, okay. It was so foggy. It was so long. But then basically, I think the story was they thought I hit him on accident, and then the stapler just happened to go inside his head. So they gave me like a pardon and like a stern warning, like don't do that again. Seriously, you can always just come to the teachers for help.
do community
And then I was like,
service.
okay.
Yeah.
And then the very next day, he had like this big bandage on his head.
Yeah.
I wonder, did he apologize to you?
Yes. Strangely enough, yeah. He was like, I'm sorry, don't mess with me. He was like, I'm sorry for messing with you. Please don't do that ever again. And I'm like, I didn't even mean to do that, but okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
and I was like,
at least
yeah,
at least he apologized to you.
yeah.
I don't fucking
because-
see that, but yeah.
So it was like, yeah, that was it.
That's a good one.
Actually,
Which moment?
there is also a bit of an epilogue to this one.
Oh yeah.
About like after we all graduated from primary school, I somehow met him again at a shopping center,
Oh okay.
and then I think he still had the scar on his head. So it's like, hey, remember me? I was the one that lodged the stapler into your forehead.
Oh, you
And then he was-
met him again? Oh.
Yeah, I met him again at the shopping center.
And he's a little reformed.
He looked at me and he's like, "Oh, hey, it's you." And then I was like, "Yeah, sorry about that. Anger issues."
It is.
And he was like, "You know what? He was strangely chill about it. He didn't care.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
think he might have gone for mental rehabilitation. I'm not sure,
Well,
but he's a genuinely good person now."
Nice.
So we shook hands and we were like, you know what? If I see you again in the near future, I'll buy something for you,
Yeah.
like a
Hey, no
like a toast, like a
Yeah.
drink or something,
Yeah.
because drinks are like $1.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like really cheap. It was like, and I was like, yeah, sure,
I mean-
that'd be nice.
it is
Yeah.
in the past, so why should you
Yeah,
go do all
exactly.
of that?
So
Yeah.
we shook hands, and yeah, I think he's doing well. I think he's in another school. But from what I heard, anyways, from my old classmates, that he's actually been getting a lot of straight A's. So good for him.
Wow.
Nice.
Man, I wonder if the stapler activated some neurons in his brain.
Oh my god!
Good shit, but that was good.
Suddenly makes him smart.
I am very smart. And then he just turns into Jimmy Neutron or something.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was my funny story.
Oh man.
Uh,
Man, I don't think my stories were as
Yeah,
impactful as you two, but
Don't sweat it, Chase. Your stories.
my
mean-
Your stories
experiences
are
with
fine.
bullies were so much shorter.
I mean, the
Also,
fact I vomited 3 times, that really speaks volumes. Ugh.
yeah.
In the same
But-
like around the time I was like walking, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Ugh.
But yes.
Shit, fucking hell.
I want like actually wait a minute. Before we end off, I have
Wait, are we?
one small thing to say.
I was
Uh,
thinking we can stop soon, but if Freddy
Oh,
has
yeah,
something else to
Yeah.
say, I'll let him.
No. This is like a really quick story because it happened in one day and it's really recent.
Yeah.
So
oh.
about a month ago, it was geography, and I think we were doing health. So like human geography, they teach you about malaria and AIDS.
Huh?
So basically they're like, oh, AIDS can spread because of infected needles. It's when you have sexual partners, when you have too many sexual partners, stuff like that. So we were supposed to do a presentation on how AIDS were being spread,
Oh.
I think. But no, like none of us looked up porn or anything. We weren't that crazy.
Oh, yeah,
So basically, what I do know is that the first two groups, one group was full of girls, the other group was like me and a handful of boys.
yeah.
But then the last group, our class was like cut in half. Half of the class was in another classroom
Yeah.
because we had like two teachers, so we spread it out. But basically, the last group, all I can remember is so in these classrooms we have like a spray bottle that's
Yeah.
like your typical water bottle, but it's filled with cleaning solution. And then there's a tiny hole at the top you can squeeze the liquid through to clean your table.
Uh-huh.
So basically, what the group did was they took the bottle, and the bottle like came with like a tiny bit of plastic. And then I don't know why, but this guy just started going on about, all right, we're gonna teach you how to put on a condom. And then he just started grabbing that plastic bag and he put it on the cleaning bottle, right? And then he just squeezed it so hard it looked like he was.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
And then the foam came out, and then everyone was just going nuts. And the geography teacher was like, calm the hell down. How dare you talk about this kind of shit? And then
Isn't that the point?
You started
yeah. And then he argued back. Isn't that the point? No. And I said, no, it's not the point. You were supposed to talk about how it spread. Yeah, it spread. I'm teaching you how to contain it. And the entire class was like just laughing and just. And yeah. It's safe to say that guy became a legend in the class. So yeah.
Legend, alright.
Alright. I'm done. No more from me.
Any more final words, Ollie? You wanna say?
So the funniest thing I've got at the moment is just that, like, compared to Freddy's story about bullies, mine is like literally 2 seconds. It's literally just, I had a bully, or I didn't have a bully. A guy walked up and I think he tried to bully me.
Think? How do you?
Because this was back in like 2nd grade in my very first school. I can barely remember this. All I know for sure is that he tried to do something. I didn't like it. I punched him and I never saw him again.
Did you punch him into submission?
No, I punched him once. I punched me at the ground and then I fucked off because I was like, oh shit, the teacher might show up. I made a runner and then I never heard about it ever again.
God.
You tried to bully him?
Someone tried to bully me, but I think I anti-bullied him and I never saw him again.
Counter.
I punched him and I never saw him again. He just fucked off.
Yeah, I think that's all our funny stories for the day then.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get nothing but. Hey, at least we get to vent out those funny stuff.
Yeah, absolute bullshit. But yeah,
So, what do you guys think about our stories overall?
it was funny. This
Like,
was an interesting interaction.
I I was gonna
Literally like half of the story.
I honestly I was gonna say I find the toilet one funny, but god damn it, the bully one was very heartwarming.
I'm like,
It was very satisfying
uh-huh.
until the end, and the fact
Yeah.
that
Just-
it felt good to hear what's going on with you and ex bully.
And Joe.
Cause I don't know why, but usually, like how you meet your bullies after they bully you, then they're like doing better. They're like doing
Yeah.
way better for
It's a
some reason.
classic movie thing.
Yeah, classic movie trope.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's it.
So, yeah. I man, I just speak like a few stories here. Freddy has a fucking essay here. But yeah,
You asked for stories, I got stories, man. I don't know what to tell.
yeah, good point, good point. So, thing guys, so we will end it off here, and what, like I said, it is kind of like distractible, but they did suggest like we go in like a proper order. So,
Yeah.
so the next time we do another Surely Stupid podcast, Dread will be the next main
What?
host for
Eh?
for the thing.
What the fuck? I didn't sign up for the. Hey, listen.
Oh wow, Freddy did suggest that.
Really?
Yeah.
You little shitty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's it.
All right. Thank you guys so much for
In
listening
here in
to
my
this.
room.
If you guys like it, go
Nah.
I guess follow me on Twitch here, and if you guys interested in my content and all that, shameless plug, you can check out my YouTube channels, Chase Pines 101. If you don't need to, if you guys want to find your YouTube channels, up to you, I guess.
Tell them about how the VOD will be posted on my channel.
if you want to listen to this again, the VOD will be posted on Freddy's channel, which is what Freddy is the 6245, right?
I changed it. It's just Freddy6245 now.
All right.
Oh, dang.
All right. So that's it. That's those stories. I mean, they were surely stupid.
No, please end the stream before it goes to bed.
Podcast
Kill me! Stop it! Stop it now!
All right.